Hello there, I am Kaden Madpour, and this is my first half-season review, and I am doing Peacemaker Season 2. Just a reminder that this video will be talking about the middle of the season, so there will be spoilers. Before I begin, I want to say that I originally started this channel to review Marvel and Star Wars shows and movies, and I thought it would be fun to do DC things on the side as well, but this channel is now officially mostly DC reviews. And honestly, DC stuff recently has been great, so I'm kinda glad. Episode 4 was so far my favorite episode, though maybe tied with the second episode.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just hand it to him.
I'll just hand it to him.
But breaking down the episode, I really enjoyed that it had a lot more focus on Economos, who looks and sounds more like Jim Gaffigan every episode.
There's no fucking way you know what beluga caviar tastes like.
Fish don't even like fish. That's why they're always frowning. They're like, what's that smell? Oh, it's me. I'm a fish.
And it was cool to learn that the reason he is so antisocial is because he's been doing this since he was 13, and not only justified when he spat on Tim Meadows' character for making fun of him, but kind of gave him a bit of character development. Also, I was a little annoyed that they brought Judo Master back because as much as I relate to his Cheeto needs, I find it a little annoying. But his fight scene was really cool. I also was super excited to see Michael Rooker's character get a chance to shine in this episode, which though he sounded so distractingly like Yondu, he was a super fun character that I guess is also a superhero? But you know who else is a superhero? Batman. Which brings me to my next segment. Batman, where ya at? Where I asked, now that Creature Commandos confirmed Batman is in the DCU, I have to ask, where he at? With all the explosions, Argus attacks, and even eagle eyeball eating, you would think that Batman would be slightly curious what is going on. Well, you're wrong. In fact, when you think about that one scene where Superman ignores a light monster because of the Justice Day can take care of it, it would make sense Batman would assume if it isn't world-threatening, not Gotham, not his problem, and go back to his own business.
I'm Batman-ing.
I'm Batman. I'm awesome. I got a 9-pack.
Stop it!
And that was Batman, where ya at? Going back to the show, I love the little interconnectivity bits that James Gunn added, especially that small line.
Yeah.
Heard you were injured a while back.
Yeah, I broke my back.
Of course, this is referencing to the episode in Creature Commandos where Clayface broke Flag's back, which will maybe have something to do with Clayface movie coming out soon, which of course, on the subject of people who are in Argus, I have to mention Leota's story is very interesting because it is such a small thing happening in the background, but it seems to be the beginning of a villain story. A person who is willing to give up their love for security and is willing to be so blinded by how their goals are the most important. She even tries to text her wife thinking it would make her happy, even though her business is the root of all their problems. It's kind of ironic that in a spin-off villain show, Peacemaker is becoming a hero and Leota is kind of becoming a villain. And also that conversation with Chris that she had, it finally explains to me why James Gunn decided to bring the characters from Peacemaker Season 1, rather than just reboot them in a new, more optimistic universe.
No matter how green the grass is over there, our biggest problems in life are the ones that we carry within ourselves. Everything else evens out. This is where God put you. You belong here.
But honestly, to review, while Vigilante was awesome as always, Economos really took the cake with this episode, and that ending with Peacemaker driving into a trap was awesome. Now onto my theories. We had discovered in this episode that Peacemaker's dad did not create the helmets, and that it's complicated. And some people have guessed that the complicatedness actually is something to do with Darkseid. But honestly, we've done Darkseid before in the Zack Snyderverse, and honestly, in my opinion, Darkseid is kind of just like a more boring Thanos. No offense to Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby has made an amazing character, but we've had giant dudes with great armies done before. I think it's time for a new villain, like Brainiac, but that's besides the point. So maybe they were actually built by Silas Stone, aka Cyborg's dad. Silas Stone is more known from the Justice League movie and its Snyder Cut, and I'm guessing that most likely the Cyborg will be rebooted in the DCU, and will maybe even have an appearance in the Teen Titans movie that James Gunn has hinted at. And what would be a better way of showing his dad as a super genius than having him be the creator of Peacemaker's helmets before his father stole them?
I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart.
Or maybe that's ridiculous. But either way, what did you guys think of Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 4? And this is Kid Poor saying...
You stay classy.